Making ice cream at home is a total blast and super satisfying. You get to pick all your favorite flavors and ingredients. To kick things off, you need to get a handle on the basic ingredients and steps for making ice cream. Basically, ice cream is a frozen mix of cream, milk, sugar, and whatever flavorings you want. The whole process is about mixing these up, churning them to add air and keep big ice crystals from forming, then freezing it all to get that smooth, creamy goodness. First things first, grab your ingredients. You'll need heavy cream, whole milk, sugar, and whatever flavors you're into. Vanilla extract is a classic choice, but feel free to get creative with other extracts, fruits, nuts, chocolate, you name it. A pinch of salt is also a good idea to amp up the flavors. Start by combining the cream and milk in a saucepan over medium heat. Heat it up until it's hot but not boiling. You should see some steam and tiny bubbles around the edges. While that's heating, measure out your sugar and any flavorings you're using. If you're going with vanilla, mix it into the sugar. Once the cream and milk are hot, slowly add the sugar mix, stirring constantly to make sure the sugar dissolves. Keep heating for a few more minutes but don't let it boil. This helps blend the flavors and dissolve the sugar completely. When it's all well mixed, take it off the heat and let it cool to room temperature. You can speed this up by placing the saucepan in a bowl of ice water. Once it's cool, cover it with plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge for at least a few hours or overnight. Chilling it thoroughly before churning is key to getting a smooth texture. When you're ready to churn the ice cream, set up your ice cream maker as per the instructions. Pour in the chilled mixture and start churning. The machine will mix and aerate it, preventing large ice crystals and creating a smooth, creamy texture. This usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes depending on your machine and recipe. While the ice cream is churning, you can prep any mix-ins like chocolate chips, fruit pieces, or nuts. When the ice cream reaches a soft serve consistency, add your mix-ins and let the machine blend them evenly. Once the churning is done, you'll have soft serve consistency ice cream. If you want it firmer, transfer it to an airtight container and freeze for a few hours to harden. This is called ripening, allowing the flavors to meld and the ice cream to firm up. To serve, use an ice cream scoop, or a spoon dipped in warm water for easier scooping. Enjoy your homemade ice cream as is, or with toppings like chocolate sauce, caramel, sprinkles, or fresh fruit. The fun part about making ice cream at home is the endless variations you can try. For chocolate ice cream, add cocoa powder or melted chocolate to the mix before heating. For fruit flavors, puree fresh or frozen fruit and stir it in before churning. Experiment with different kinds of milk and cream too, like coconut milk for a dairy-free version, or condensed milk for extra richness. Creating mix-and combinations is also a blast. You can make cookies and cream ice cream by adding crushed cookies in the last few minutes of churning. For a nutty twist, toast your favorite nuts and stir them in. You can also create a swirl effect by adding ribbons of caramel or fudge sauce as you transfer the ice cream to the container for freezing. No ice cream maker? No problem. You can make no-churn ice cream by whipping heavy cream until stiff peaks form, then folding it into a sweetened condensed milk mixture. Flavor it with vanilla or other desired flavors, spread the mix into a loaf pan, cover with plastic wrap, and freeze until firm, usually about 4 to 6 hours. This method gives you a slightly different texture but is just as delicious. For those who love to experiment, making custard-based ice cream adds extra richness and creaminess. This involves cooking egg yolks with a cream and sugar mix to create a custard. Whisk egg yolks with sugar until pale and thick, then gradually add the hot cream and milk, stirring constantly to prevent curdling. Return to the saucepan and cook over low heat until it thickens enough to coat the back of a spoon. Strain through a fine mesh sieve to remove any cooked egg bits, then cool and refrigerate before churning. For a fun twist, try making ice cream sandwiches. Bake a batch of your favorite cookies and let them cool completely. Spread a scoop of slightly softened ice cream between 2 cookies and gently press them together. Wrap each sandwich in plastic wrap and freeze until firm. Roll the edges in sprinkles, mini chocolate chips, or crushed nuts for added texture and flavor. Another creative idea is to make ice cream cakes. Line a cake pan with plastic wrap and spread a layer of softened ice cream in the bottom. Add a layer of cake or cookie crumbs, followed by another layer of ice cream. Repeat as desired, finishing with a layer of ice cream. Cover with plastic wrap and freeze until firm. To serve, remove the cake from the pan, peel off the plastic wrap, and decorate with whipped cream, chocolate sauce, or fruit. When storing homemade ice cream, keep it in an airtight container in the coldest part of your freezer to maintain its quality. Homemade ice cream tends to freeze harder than store-bought versions, so you may need to let it sit at room temperature for a few minutes before scooping. Making ice cream at home opens up endless possibilities for customization and experimentation. Whether you stick to classic flavors or get adventurous, the process is both enjoyable and rewarding. By understanding the basic components and techniques, you can create delicious frozen treats that reflect your personal tastes and creativity. So gather your ingredients, get your ice cream maker ready, and enjoy the fun and delicious process of making your own ice cream masterpieces.